Hello. Hello, we are here.
It's not the game.
There it is. It always takes a second to find it. Hi. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Hmm? Hello, Husk. Good to see you.
Knee.
Oh no, does your knee hurt? I wouldn't know anything about you having your knee hurt and having it turn like purple and yellow. Ah! Why would you do that?
Why would you show it to me?
Just make a point. You did that.
Yeah.
That was you.
I've done a lot of things. And yet you only point at the bad. Point at Archer.
I do, regularly.
You can see him at the window.
Yeah.
He's viewable from streets.
I regularly point out Archer.
You can see him from Googly Maps.
Despite our bickering, we're okay. Spook is very tired from work. So tired, in fact, that there may not be a second stream.
There may not be a second day.
Wow. Mm-hmm. There might not be a second stream today just because Spook is so tired.
I'm going to sleep.
Mute this phone.
Stop.
Stop. I am working. He's dying. Just slowly. Give him an energy drink. He's got a cup of tea. So there you go.
Pump that garbage in another man's face. I threw it on the ground. We don't even know who's died.
No, we still haven't really identified that, which is why I was like, coming up with a title for this is hard when you don't really know what's going on. So I've called it Don't Eat That because this random woman gave us food and I was like, oh, don't eat that.
No, you should put it, new case, who dis?
Oh, we're with Mr. Broody McBroodface.
Where's Vera? I need someone to shout at. Someone small and young.
I'm sure they will be here imminently.
This is like late. No
this
time
is their
keeping.
Favorite game. This is like their favorite game, so they love coming here to watch. I'm sure they will be here soon.
I'm gonna tell her off when she gets here for being late. Why are you clicking on everything?
So, I think we've
talked all the talk,
and I think we've examined everything. So we're going somewhere. But I think we've examined everything in this room.
The girl music, because it's happy and upbeat.
Police department, right?
I've been here before. Oh no, This is
We have no.
outside.
This is the entrance. We haven't been here actually.
The outside.
In the outside. Oh no! Look at him. Woo! We're finally here. Why would they put the police department so far away from the prosecutor's office?
So the lower class don't get to interfere with the upper class. Beats me. That took almost 30 minutes by taxi. Traffic wasn't even that bad. Damn. Now we're getting scale on where Phoenix
It's a
lives.
big city, especially because he bikes everywhere, doesn't he?
Yeah,
Does that mean she had to pay for the taxi?
maybe. So, because I'm taking your case and I have no money because I've not done anything
Because I've
in
had no
2
work.
months.
I've had no work.
2 months. The police department, huh? I've only ever been to criminal affairs next door.
Oh, so it's a separate building?
Oh yeah, I suppose because criminal affairs is going to be for like people that they've apprehended and the detention centre and stuff.
Right.
This is where people are going to go to work and like
Paperwork,
Yeah.
actual office, yeah.
where people are going to go in and go, my cat's stuck up a bush, help me please. And they're going to go, fire department's down the road, look. We don't care about cats.
Bushes and trees are basically the same plant.
Someone threw a chicken sandwich into a tree in the park, and then I realised it was a ham bush.
Uh-oh.
She's got a lint ball in her mouth. Hold on. What's that? What is that, Blue? Do you know what that is?
That's the police department mascot.
But what is it? What's it called?
I forgot.
Oh, you've forgotten.
Disturbing. Why does it undulate like that?
Undulate's a
Undulate.
good word. You don't remember his name. It's the Blue Badger. They're trying to make him the police mascot because badgers are fucking terrifying.
Stop trying to make Blue Badger a thing. It's not
Stop trying to
gonna
make badgers. Goddamn badgers!
My badger's for a chocolate. I think the reason that I don't remember that is because even though I think it's meant to be a badger because he has a police badge, it looks nothing like a badger, the animal. Wow,
That's just rude.
Mr. Wright, you sure know a lot about the police.
I have interacted with them a lot.
Still, you seems familiar somehow.
Forget the Blue Badger. Who's that next to him?
Someone appears to be dancing with the blue badger.
Oh, I'm too tired for this.
Uh-oh, you noticed me.
I'm too tired for this. He sure is running over here fast.
Hey!
Hey, pal! What are you doing here? Oh, fuck.
It's my fave guy!
That's my line, Detective Gumshoe. Specifically, why were you dancing over there? Oh, shit, you saw that? What? Well... How is your face not healed? It's been minimum 2 months. Minimum. Well, this doesn't seem too busy to be busy. This is our chance to get information.
Maybe it is healed, but he's just self-conscious of the scar.
Hey, I'll have you know I'm a very busy man, pal. Massive eyebrows.
He does.
Actually, once you finish doing me and you, I told Blue
Oh.
that she absolutely has to do a sprite sheet of me and Blue.
I've been given a demand now.
Me in a suit and Blue just wearing I guess streamer clothes, because she wears her job. So you just have to dress like a streamer. And then you can do Stanji as him.
Yes!
Because he's got enormous top half.
He's a square!
He's a square. You just have to make him a little shorter because he's got no neck. But that'd be brilliant.
I love
That would be
him.
hilarious. You gotta do it and then give it to Hope. Be like, look, we made you some proper characters.
But Gumshoe never appears in any of the trials.
Oh yeah, he'd always be front facing.
Yeah.
It's alright. He can get hold of the podium. You know, the generic ones he's got the access to, so just put him behind the podium and be like, wait, what?
Right, give us the case.
I'll give you one word of advice, pal. You'd better not agree to defend the suspect in this case.
Ooh.
And he's smug as fuck. Who's that?
But why not?
Huh? Well, it's just that the chief prosecutor has confessed to the crime. She says she summoned the detective to the prosecutor's office and she killed him.
Oh, we've got a face.
That's him.
That's him. That's the guy.
That's that dude.
But what if she's not telling the truth?
Yeah, well, no. Come on, pal. There's plenty of evidence against her.
What if the evidence was fake?
Can't be saying that. Hey, pal. Can I speak to you for a second?
Oh, little word of advice, buddy. Hi,
Gonna
Rosa.
read chat for a sec.
Hi, Strap. Objection, Your Honor. I completely missed everything that was just said because I was too busy staring at this picture of Hedgeworth with his gorgeous eyes. And his lips look so soft in the hair that I could stroke him. What was I talking about? That's his boyfriend. That's his boyfriend.
I'm very tired. Me? Well, yeah, he's not gonna invite a little girl over to talk to
Look
her.
at this puppy dog face.
Why is that little girl so peeved at me? She's a relative of the suspect. She's Lana Sky's little sister. Whoa, the chief prosecutor's little sister.
Just please investigate this case carefully, okay? Scientifically.
Yeah, does this man look like he understands science?
Uh-huh.
Yes, sir. Oh, by the way, you might want to keep your voice down. You don't want to be overheard using words like faked. Yeah, that would brand Edgeworth. It's been said in the past.
Well, because it all got brought out with Von Karma as well as the thing, so I imagine a lot of prosecutors at the moment are being given the stink eye.
It's a sensitive issue with us these days. Yep. Repercussions.
So, what are you doing here, Detective Gumshoe? It's almost like he works
He
here.
does work here, I know. I know he technically works next door, but it's still the police. He still
Yeah.
comes here.
Like, that's just, like, I imagine, like, sometimes they get sent to the different department. He just works in a different department, basically.
Yeah.
It'd be like if you worked at the hospital and it's like, well, I work in this building, but I still work on site. It's
Yeah.
the same site. Most science Gumshoe knows is how the microwave and the metal detector work.
And a dog. Do you remember the dog's name?
Missile! Work!
Me? Oh, well, nothing really. Like, they kicked me out of criminal affairs.
No!
Detective Gumshoe, what did you do this time? What do you mean this time?
Then what happened? I know things are busy right now. I mean, with my sister's case and all.
It's true. We've never had a chief prosecutor murder anyone before.
It's a lizard good boy.
Only the highest ranked people are being led into criminal affairs at the moment. The lowest ranking guy in there is our chief of detectives. They're not letting any of us rank and file detectives in at all.
None of you?
Yeah, I suppose he is like the beatnik sort of
Yeah,
street
he's not,
cop.
he's not the chief of detectives, he's just a detective.
I know this is an important trial, but isn't that a little odd? So anyway, I thought I'd spend the day getting the badger dance down pat.
Isn't there anything else you could be doing?
The chief of police himself is directing this investigation, pal. An Officer Marshall was assigned to the underground parking lot. I realised I gave Officer Marshall the wrong voice.
Right.
Because he's a sheriff
Mhm.
and he's got everything going for him, the only thing I could think to do was to give him like a voice like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo, and that's his only sort of bad quality.
What?
You know what I mean?
What?
Because he looks good.
Yeah, you
know.
gave him the not Mercer voice.
Yeah, I gave him the stoic sort of cowboy,
Yeah.
but he needs like a high-pitched voice.
No,
So
no.
no, because then because remember the woman we were talking to, Angel Star, and we were saying like she tried it on with him and it didn't work out. That's why she saw him and she was like, that dude is hot as fuck, and I'm gonna get with him. And she went over to him and he went, oh, there. And she went, oh fuck, oh, I've made a mistake.
No, you can't.
Oh
do it.
no,
You-
I've made a
you-
mistake.
You'll regret doing that voice.
I can't. No, I won't do it now because I've given it to Officer Meekins.
Yes.
Remember Meekins?
Yes.
But I thought that would have been hilarious as to like, why does no one talk to this guy when he looks so cool? It's like that's why. Don't talk to him.
Mhm.
Don't talk to him. Because that's culture.
Uh-huh.
Because he's not in a costume. I was thinking about this. It's not a costume. Because the Wild West, this is how people actually dressed up. So to Americans, that is actually cultural uniform. It's not a costume. Even though we say you dress up as a cowboy for like Halloween or something, but that's how their ancestors used to dress, didn't they? When you think about it.
If you are American,
If you
then
are
yeah.
American,
if
yeah.
someone who isn't American dressed up, then yeah, it's a costume. And the even with the God forbid I mention this word, could be argued as cultural appropriation.
That's what I mean. But with an American, that's how his he would have had an ancestor that would have dressed like that.
Yeah.
Legitimately, I was thinking about this, and I was like, oh, you see, It's not a costume, and it's not. That's why it's probably not considered that it's weird that he's wearing it.
Hmm.
You know, be like if we dressed up in like Victorian clothes, it'd be considered maybe a little odd.
Oh.
But a
I
patrolman
think he interrupted her.
a patrolman in charge of a crime scene? It's unheard of, pal.
I think whatever she said, he interrupted him.
Oh right, he's not a detective then, Marshall, whatever his face was. He's like,
Well, yeah, his name's Marshall.
he's a police constable, as in he's not a detective. He's like street cop, as in like he actually goes around talking to people and whatnot. So that's why he's offended. They've not got somebody from the detective department in. He's just a regular run-of-the-mill
Which
police
is
officer.
Suspicious. Oh, I was wondering about that.
What? The Dancing Blue Badger? It's my masterpiece!
You made it?
Yeah, can't you
They
tell?
went to the effort to animate this.
That's important. You made this, Detective Gumshoe? The chief threw together some designs and I just did my thing, pal. Nice work.
They gave him a baton.
Why did they put, like, nuts and bolts in his arms and clear markers where it can slide? But it doesn't slide. It's battery powered, so it can go anywhere. There's no switch, so it just dances until the batteries die.
Dance till you're dead. Dance till you're dead.
Is this a TikTok bit?
It's just a song.
Is it on TikTok?
I don't think I've heard it on TikTok.
Bollocks, everything's on TikTok. You have failed your millennial test.
Seymour Skinner voice. Yes.
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 Am I out of touch? No, it isn't Thursday.
Hey. Poor Blue Badger faces to dance until he drops.
There you go. We've got evidence.
That's evidence.
Evidence!
Also, hi Growl, it's good to see you.
The usual wanted posters are hanging up in the bulletin board. Why is my face here?
You still do wanted posters?
Do you know this face? If you do, dial 911 because it's America.
I wonder what the police code is in Japan.
Well, emergency services.
Yeah, I wonder what it is.
Over here in Britain, it's 999.
Then they also introduced 111 for minor incidents to try and ease the load.
Is that just for NHS stuff? Or?
I don't fully remember, but it's meant to be for something minor. Rather than, if it's an emergency, then you call emergency service, but if you have a minor incident, they suggest you use 111 to sort of ease the load on the system. You know, Mr. I always thought it was kind of funny. I've never seen anyone who looked like the people in these posters. They hardly even look human.
That's because criminals are monsters. She has a point. That is because we still uphold the old tradition of drawing these things. I wonder how long actually before that would be a good use of AI.
Would it?
Well, when people give a description of a face, it would be able to put it together using actual human faces rather than a sketch. You could probably get a more accurate visualization and you could generate several different variants of a similar description. That would actually be a genuine use of that's what you should be using AI for. Stop taking jobs off artists. Put it into the fucking criminal system. Let's find these sickos out on the street. This is a real reason.
Yeah, it is. That's a genuine reason.
It is.
I watched another place where they came up with the whole backstory of the Blue Badger being a demonic entity. 110 for Japan, and I think 111 is medical and 101 is for police non-emergencies.
Yeah. It's the kind of shit that people should know.
It's called EvoFit. It exists, apparently. Apparently they are doing that. The AI.
Good.
They're doing that.
I'm glad. See, it's my brain. I might be behind the times, but I'm fucking sharp.
You're sharp, just slow.
What is the name, right, when you invent something that's already been invented, but without your prior knowledge that was invented, which means that you still went down the same path of inventing something because to you it wasn't. There needs to be a word for that.
There probably is, but our chief of the English language is not present.
But you know, it's like, you know, when you discover something that's already been discovered, it's called colonialism. Because I can only verify your flag if I've come to put my flag there. You know, that's how that works.
The oof is real.
I might be tired. I'm still sharp. Sharp as attack. Sharp as attack. Right, look at more things. Also,
the original was photo fit, then E-fit, then Evo fit.
that blue badger thing is actually really big because there's people there.
Yeah, that's massive.
That's about 6 foot tall. That's huge.
Parallel something, I forget what though. That makes sense, because a parallel train of thought, I suppose.
Independent discovery.
Is it a parallel discovery? Because I guess because obviously if something's parallel, it means they don't touch, so it means that you can come to the same conclusion without interacting with them, I guess.
Well, it would just be parallel invention. Parallel initiative. Look, that patrolman is saluting the other guy. He must be a detective. It's because he's got a brown trench coat on, because that's what they all wear, isn't it? It's still the 1940s.
And then I said, hey, you do that, your soup will get cold, buddy. That's hilarious, sir. I laughed so hard I cried.
Please promote me.
I guess he wasn't saluting. He's wiping tears from his eyes.
What a kiss ass.
Then
They
he-
make it good. Oh my god, is it Bidge and Wegs?
Are you okay?
Sharp as attack, sharp as attack.
And me having stirk.
It might be convergent, not parallel. Ah, because they meet.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, because convergent evolution is when two similar things evolve, but they aren't related at all, like rabbits and hares.
Oh, I thought you were going to say it's what Nintendo's about to do next with its evolution lines, because they've run out of Pokemon. Convergent evolution!
We already do have convergent. Because we have Wiglet. It looks like a Diglett, but it's not a Diglett. So they look the same.
Oh
but
no, I meant like you just have two separate lines, and it's just like, what does it evolve into? It eventually evolves into Charizard because Charizard is the
It
best.
just becomes
So
Charizard.
this just becomes Charizard. There you go. Just go away.
The convergent evolution is when you have a completely separate thing that looks very similar, but they're not related in the slightest. The rabbits and hares are a similar one of like they look very similar, but biologically their genetics like aren't related.
It tastes great. Though.
When have you ever eaten rabbit?
I don't know. I think I have had rabbit, but it was a long time ago, and I can't remember.
You said that so confidently. If they taste great, I'm like, when?
I'm
When?
sure John has fed me rabbit at some point. Because he used to go hunting.
Huh?
But like before I was born, like a long time ago.
Regional,
Back when I
yeah.
think he had hair, which is at least like 50 years ago. Because John has not had hair for a long time.
A regional so it's because regional variance is when the root Pokemon has split and evolved ever so slightly, but not different enough to be a different Pokemon. A convergent form is an actual separate Pokemon. It just looks the same. So they had Diglett and Wiglet.
Ratters.
No, because that's the regional variant. It's still a Rattata.
Oh.
So you have a Rattata.
Okay, I get that.
Yeah, you have you essentially have a Kanto.
So the
Rattata.
Sandshrew would be that one.
Is a regional. Because
Yeah.
it's an Alolan Sandshrew, where it's a Wiglet isn't a Paldean Diglett, it's just a Wiglet. It's a standalone Pokemon. Looks very similar, but they have actually added in convergent forms, which
That's-
mimics real life biology.
That's not a great example for Pokemon though, when it's like, we took Diglett, which was already a very unimaginative design, and then just changed the colour of it.
They made it. It's a water
Yeah.
type because it mimics the little like sand eels that exist in real life. Wug Trio. Yeah, ecologically similar to Dugtrio, they are two separate species. It's not a Paldean Dugtrio. It's totally different.
It's just like the Mario Wario thing.
Yeah, ecologically similar Pokemon. So the other one was Toadskull, which is while it looks like a tentacle, it's actually a type of mushroom. That's why it's a grass type. Which is what again, it's convergent evolution. They're not the same Pokemon.
Okay.
They're not the same. So apparently they're actually a type of mushroom. They just look the same. You kind of see how it looks like a mushroom cap.
Yeah.
And then the other one is a Pokemon that you don't even know, which was a very new one. They did a Sword and Shield one of Sinistea and then Poltergeist. They're similar, but technically biologically different Pokemon.
But also both garbage. Anyway,
But yeah,
Back
so
to a good
I
game.
thought it was a cool idea when they announced it. After I
I
realised,
do like the idea.
of like they're actually completely different. See also regional forms. Regional forms, it's the same Pokemon. So again, it's like the comparison of this would be a rabbit and a hare, whereas this would be like encountering a different type of tiger. Of like they're still tigers, but they're in different.
Bengal or Siberian.
Yeah, a Bengal tiger or a Siberian tiger, they're still tigers, and they're both tigers, so in the taxonomy tree they're related to one another, whereas a rabbit and a hare aren't related at all. They just look the same, but they're not. It's very interesting, and I thought that was a cool thing.
And they're still
Pokemon did.
interbreed.
No, they're totally different species.
Rabbits and hares.
Rabbits and hares can't breed, they're totally different species.
So how come like horses and donkeys and stuff can still breed?
Because they are closely related to one another.
So that's how different rabbits and hares are. They're such a different species that they can't even.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, and then that's why it's called convergent evolution. Of they've evolved basically from the same external stimuli to be able to, they've evolved in reaction to the same things, but they split off from one another so far back that they can't interact.
I suppose that's probably a hope of like space nerds for the future, is that we will find a convergent species of other humans from a different planet. Something that is, bipedal and, us basically.
Yeah,
not
like,
from somewhere else.
an alien, in theory, if there was a planet that had the similar, sort of conditions that Earth did, of water and oxygen and all of that, they would just evolve to be similar to us, because it would be the same stimuli. Again, it's like, because you've heard of lions and tigers, but you've never heard of, what would you even call it? A rare?
A habit.
A habit? Because when you've never, you've heard of, mules, which are horses crossed with donkeys, but you never hit, because they're not compatible, it doesn't happen. It just, no.
How did we get onto this topic? Talking about the police.
That was one hell of a tangent, wasn't it?
A rare habit.
Oh, you were talking about, what would you call it if you had an idea that someone else had, but you hadn't interacted with them at all. And I was like, it's a similar concept to that, which is called convergent evolution, where you end at the same result, but you don't interact in the slightest.
This is where chat's fallen off in the recent weeks, because normally Cora or Das would have posted in there, what are you two fucking talking about? But it's not happened.
It's not happened, no, because neither of them are here.
What a bunch of fucking scrubs.
God, can you believe some people have to work? Wild.
I'm not saying. I'm not going to jump on that one.
Good.
We're going to let the ad break play out on that one, and we're going to click on something else on the screen, love. Click on something else on the screen, love.
It's a car! Mr. Wright, do you know why patrol cars are painted black and white?
So they can hide from tigers.
Yeah. Valid.
You see?
Do you see any tigers around here?
There you go.
There you go.
No idea. Why?
Well, I think they're designed after a panda. You think that, so you don't know either, you just think that.
I think my explanation was better.
I know, right?
A panda?
Not that I have any scientific proof, it's just a theory. Yeah! Okay.
Man. And this game came out in, 2004? Does this game predate MatPat? I thought he invented those English words. Unbelievable!
Do you mind me asking
That's
how you
me.
came up with that theory? Oh.
Do you mind telling me how you can't read? What she said?
It was when I was on a school trip, I saw a patrol car and it came to me. We'd just been to the zoo, see?
What about zebras? Or did they not have those at your zoo?
iPhone!
Wow.
There they are.
Oh, about friggin' time. You're late. We just had our first tangent and you missed it.
We just had like a 20-minute conversation about convergent evolution, which I find fascinating. I always get excited when I come to a police station.
Why is that?
It just feels like I've jumped into a movie.
Better that than jumping into a prison cell.
Yeah. You know, with all the police, criminals.
Well, I don't know if this is all that exciting.
Sure it is. Look at those two officers over there. They're probably talking about the latest bust.
I like talking about busts too.
Shut up.
Do not put me in horny jail again. I'm here now. You
I'll
can't do it this time. You can't do it this time.
I will.
I am here.
I can very much do it.
I might be tired. I can wrestle you to the floor.
I very much can do it. If you do it too much, you'll end up back there. I have class and final projects due. I'm struggling. It's okay. He's joking.
No, I'm not. Don't tell people I'm joking.
You're not joking.
I am dead serious.
No.
There is a schedule. It's been up on the street.
If you have important things to do in real life, they are more important.
I have important things to do. I need to sleep. I've been at work.
That's why there's probably not going to be a stream later.
Everyone's feelings matter apart from mine, because Blue has a schedule that she will stick to.
If you don't want to be here, you don't have to be. You weren't here last week.
Was I not? What was I doing last week?
Or was it the week before? The week before.
Oh, when I was taking your wife to the train station.
No, you were just sick.
Was
Yeah, you came home and you were like, no, and went to bed, and I was like, okay.
I? Was that the one I died in?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because I slept for like 12 hours
You
or
did.
something.
You were gone.
Yeah, that was fun.
You came home at 2 o'clock, and we were just like, no. So you had some food, and at 3 o'clock you went to sleep, and then you woke up at 3 a.m. the following day to go to work.
Yeah, that was good. That was. I needed that. Anyway, funny. I thought they were talking about the weather. No, because this isn't England. They don't need to talk about the weather. It doesn't change all that much. You sleep for 20 hours? What are you, a koala?
You have slept for 20 hours? When you get... Do you not get bored?
I don't think they classify that as sleep at the 20-hour mark. I think that just counts as dead.
No,
And then you just get warmed up in the morning.
That's a minor coma.
The detectives in there look pretty busy. I can see through these greyed out doors.
Just imagine, right now, behind those doors, police drama in action.
Yeah, they're probably talking about how your sister's gonna die. Somehow, the thought fails to excite me. Yeah, that's the sleep.
Sleep picture of a cat,
Yeah.
that's true.
Pussy! Campaign for equal heights.
Hey. Banner here is announcing the crime-fighting campaign.
Nice slogan. It's not.
I wonder if they'll be selling fingerprint sets.
I don't think that it's that kind of campaign.
My family wouldn't want a set at home. It's good for finding out who snuck into the cookie jar.
I think most families can figure that out without the extra help.
I think we've investigated everything there is to investigate here, so we probably need to show this guy something.
Max is like a day. It's usually after several all-nighters.
Wow.
Oh, that wasn't our first.
I mean,
piece of evidence.
Yeah, if you've pulled multiple all-nighters in a row, then I imagine, yes, your body would cash in the check.
Yeah, they must be putting their faces right up to the glass and being like, "What's going on in there? Can I come in, please? I've got to report a crime."
Well, they try to, but the door will go...
Is it electric? Does it look electric? It's electric. They might,
No, those could be door handles.
those are actually like just push doors. They're not British doors though, because they haven't got a metal plate along the bottom. 'Cause everyone opens doors with their feet in this country.
Kick the door open.
As a detective, I have to keep my mouth shut on that one. What did you even ask him?
I showed him the blue badger.
Ah,
How did Pokedoka go today? I actually haven't done it yet. Maybe we'll do it at the end of stream. We could do it together.
yeah, and you can see how crap I am.
Yeah.
I've slept for 14 hours after a trip to IKEA before. Yeah, I've slept about that as my absolute max as a one-off, but my average now is 6 hours.
I think that one time you slept 14 hours, you genuinely had caught something, and I think you you preemptively called in work like ill, so you didn't even have to wake up. And I think you genuinely slept 14 hours. Is that why those are there? I assume so. The metal bits at the bottom of doors. I assume it's there because people kick the doors, because that's what people do.
Yeah.
I don't know whether it's one of those. It's the chicken egg theory of like, did they put the metal bars there because people kick them, or do people kick them because they are metal?
No, they definitely put them there because people kicked them.
Okay.
Because if there wasn't a metal plate there, I would still kick doors open. So they're protecting their assets.
I mean, to be fair, people. I had noticed that you, me, and Curls have all started kicking the kitchen door open.
Yeah. Kick the door off.
I just found it funny when I noticed Curls doing it. Because I close the kitchen door sometimes when I'm cooking to try and stop some of the smells, like, filling the entirety of the house. But then when it was like, well, I've got to carry some stuff through, it was like, oh, hands are full, kick door.
So when you grow up and become an adult, you won't have the luxury of sleep anymore, because it is one of the things you have to get rid of if you want to have that other thing called life.
Yeah.
Blue doesn't even get as much sleep as she would really like, and she gets to stay at home all day.
Yep. Yeah. Why are you looking at me? Yeah. So I wake up and I'm like, well, I still have stuff to do even if I'm not streaming.
And she wouldn't have to get up, but I changed her schedules to make sure that she did get up for morning streams and
I
stuff.
do now.
Otherwise, she'd be like, "I'ma just sleep until 1."
I fucked up on my first Pokedoku guess. Oh no.
Giraffe rig.
No, it can't be giraffe rig. I usually hip check doors if my hands are busy. Yeah, I can see that.
You got big hips. See, we don't actually have very well padded hips, so if we did it, we would end up in hospital.
What's this we?
You got a big ass, but I don't know about hips, and you bruise easily.
can't sleep in even if I want. I mean, I've been to uni, and technically you can miss lectures because they are very much in the mindset of like, you're an adult, so if you miss a lecture, that's on you. You'll suffer the, like, you can miss it, but you'll suffer the consequences. It's not like school where it's like if you miss a lesson, you're being reported to your parents.
And my mom will come and kick your ass. Anyway.
Yeah, she will. I also get to stay at home all day, and sleep is a luxury most of the time I can't afford. Yeah. I'm curious now because...
What do you do?
I'm just gonna look, I'm not gonna solve it. I'm just gonna look because I'm curious. What is Pokedoku Squares today? Today's puzzle, grass fighting, fun. Grass flying, monotypes, Paldea, and starter Pokemon. Interesting. Grass starter Pokemon, cool. Let's see.
I know better than to go blabbing on about things I don't know about. What? No, I wouldn't want you to do that either, even though that made no sense.
Good.
Good.
That felt like the I don't have anything to say for this.
Yeah.
What does he have to say about this?
Ah.
Huh?
Hey, that's it. That's the King of Prosecutors Award that Mr. Edgeworth got yesterday. I'm so proud of him. Were you at the award ceremony, Detective Gumshoe? Of course, pal. I got an award for diligence myself. Ah, congratulations. Yeah.
I was wondering, why is the award a shield? And why is it broken?
Oh, there's a reason. I'll tell you what it is later.
When I remember. I've missed so many, I'm getting detained, and they did call my parents. The actions of my consequences bit my ass. Dan, you must have missed a lot. He's so proud of his crush. Yeah.
Apparently, he's forgotten. But I was proud of Mr. Edgeworth for winning that award.
I told him he could put it on the mantelpiece when we get home.
Even with all the naysayers at the prosecutor's office, he would have been in the crowd, wouldn't he, whooping?
In just
No one
complete
else is-
silence. Yeah, just
Everyone else is just sort of giving the golf clap, and he's there. Woo! Woo!
That's it! Let's go! Yeah!
Raise above your head, honey! Taking photos with a disposable camera.
Hey, what do you make of the murder weapon?
Is this his knife?
That is not the item. Oh, there we go.
Found in Mr. Edgeworth's car. Stabbed with Mr. Edgeworth's knife, huh? What would drive Chief Prosecutor Sky to do such a thing? Wait, I didn't mean... I mean, sure, of course, someone else really did it. Oh, he's on our side.
Aw.
Someone who must have a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth. Car and the knife do seem a little too well organized to be a coincidence.
Yes. Oh, Mr. Edgeworth, what could have happened?
We have to find out a little more about what's going on with Edgeworth.
Yes. Yeah, it's weird because the way that the crime is set out at the moment, it almost because we're convinced that she didn't do it, even if she won't admit it. It seems like maybe she's covering for someone. But the way that the crime has been set up, it almost seems like they were trying to frame Edgeworth. Of like, you know, it's in his car and he just got back and it's with his knife and stuff. So it's like they were trying to frame him, but she's taken the fall instead. But like, who's this mistake? Who is the actual person? Hey, we found this. We probably shouldn't have it.
Detective Gumshoe, what can you tell me about this? Huh? Hey, pal. This is a detective's ID card. You can't just keep that. You have to turn it in to the police. And that's me! People like you that get me into so much trouble all the time. Because you keep losing it? Meaning Detective Gumshoe drops his card a lot. Yep. Let's see. Bruce Goodman. Goodman? Sounds familiar. Nah, my mistake.
What? But didn't you work together with him in Criminal Affairs?
Oh, now I remember! Bruce Goodman, he's the victim!
That's so important! What do you mean you forgot that? That's so important!
Oh yeah, that's that guy!
That guy who got murdered!
I just saw him on the table! That's what I thought.
It's like that Tumblr post. If I had a lame-ass boyfriend, I would hype him up so much. I would make him wait outside so I could go in first to get ready, like here comes the specialist boy. If you don't cheer for him, I'll fucking blow up this whole building.
Sounds like someone I know.
I knew you were gonna say that!
Sounds like someone I know.
Can you tell us more, Detective Gumshoe?
Oh, we might have unlocked a thing.
It did both of those together, but
Yeah.
I'll bring it up as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same dialogue. Same dialogue for the same items. Okay. Is there anything I didn't? No, I think I did everything. Here we go. Bruce Goodman.
So this ID card belonged to the victim. He was a detective like myself. Detective Bruce Goodman.
Don't you think it's strange? Why would the victim's ID card be lying on the ground where we found it?
Well, Detective Goodman should have been at the police department yesterday. There was an evidence transfer for a case he handled 2 years ago.
Evidence transferal? Mr. Edgeworth mentioned that too. But Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office.
Well, that's the thing. It's hard to say this, but word is that Chief Prosecutor Sky called him out there to the parking lot. Alana's confessing as much. He's in a tough spot again. Again? I mean, yeah. That's,
Yeah.
yeah. Again is a pretty fair word. Well, it all started with the murder of the defense attorney, Richard Hammond.
Hamster. But Mr. Edgeworth was found innocent!
Yeah, we did that. Listen, pal. There have always been rumors about Mr. Edgeworth. Forging evidence, making deals with witnesses. Nothing outright, but there were always whispered rumors. Ever since he was accused of murder, no one's whispering. They're practically shouting.
Objection!
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
Ah, cool. About fucking time.
There he is! But there's no evidence against him!
Well, Mr. Edgeworth has always had unusually strong ties to the department higher-ups. It's only natural that people will be suspicious. I had no idea he was under the gun.
Again.
Anyway, this latest case has started a new rumor.
Hi! Hi, Core! Thank you for the bits, Fo. Maybe if he wasn't such an asshole, there wouldn't be rumors, it's true.
People say the only reason he took this case is because he's aiming for the chief prosecutor position himself.
Ooh!
Whoa, what? But I know the truth, pal! Nobody wants to be the one who has to prosecute the chief prosecutor. Mr. Edgeworth is biting the bullet on this one. He's doing this for the team. And that's all I know about that.
Oh.
I'm not officially on the case, you know.
Oh, so that's why he's telling us so much.
Oh yeah, because
thank
he's been
you.
kicked out, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Why aren't you handling the case, Detective Gumshoe? We met the guy who is, what's his name? The guy in the parking lot? That'll be Officer Marshall.
He's officer, not detective.
He was appointed directly by the Chief of Police. Officer Marshall. Is he some kind of Wild West sheriff or something? No, Jake Marshall is just a regular officer.
Jake. Interesting.
From West LA.
He's from LA!
For a moment there, I wasn't sure. Look, pal, let me try to make things a little easier for you. He's fucking batshit insane, okay?
What does that say?
Show them this and they'll let you examine the crime scene, maybe. Looks like a signature.
I can't make out what that is, but that says $20. This is Spook's like attorney. I can't see what that is, but that says $20.
No, can't make it out.
It's so fucking funny because I know he would rather die than be in public media facing job.
Someone take a photo of that. Enhance.
Enhance.
Rotate. Enhance again.
I wonder if it's meant to say gumshoe.
Maybe, actually.
If that's a G. G-U-M.
I'll be surprised if this gets us anywhere.
Yeah, he's reused the envelope. Yeah, that's why it's been crossed out.
Just act like you're supposed to be there and nobody will look at you twice, pal. It's what I do.
Yep. I watched a short the other day, which was apparently how Thor actually did the Jedi hand wave in real life. He apparently went somewhere, and there was a person like standing on a door, and he went up with some friends to go through it, and they said ID passes, and he literally went, "You don't need to see our passes," and kept going, and they were so sort of like, huh? that they didn't stop him. And I was like, wow. This just goes to show, if you do something with enough confidence, people will just leave you alone. "You don't need to see our passes," keeps walking. Like, oh, okay, you must be telling the truth. Right. Okay, I think we've done everything here, so we can go back to the parking lot. What are you posting in my memes? That's
That's just a picture, Cole. You're not enhanced.
That's not enhanced! Stretch.
No, I can't make it.
That's why the ladder/high-vis vest trip works. I've been told to do that in the past. In previous lines
Just
of work.
wear a high vis.
Wear a high-vis and they won't question why you're there.
Yeah. There is a bay for Eagle One from Helldivers. The community has said this is what she looks like.
Oh.
She's the pilot.
Oh, right, I see.
For democracy.
Good for her.
She's nice.
Good.
She drops bombs on people.
Hey! Bitches love cannons.
Looks like the investigation is still ongoing in this ghost town of a parking lot.
I was making fun of you again.
What? Not Spock! Fuck off! I don't even watch Star Trek.
You know who this is?
After getting back to the shop. What shop?
I think we know who that's going to be.
Sorry. Looks like we'll be stuck in this pit till the sun sleeps.
I'll see you in my dreams tonight then, baby.
See?
Oh, still here. Ah, hello!
She's looking to mount up.
Why the surprised look? Didn't I mention? I've got a boyfriend in criminal affairs, too.
Slut! What happened to the security guard? She's a slut! Can you not tell by her attire?
I told you, it's in the title! Don't eat that!
It's Booba Lunch Girl, yes! Gotta be afraid of the Booba Lunch Girl.
Yeah, don't eat that!
Oh. Oh.
Telling you to get some movement in. Look after your bones. They go crackle, crackle, crackle.
Bone you in a minute. Don't put me in horny jail. No, don't put me in horny jail.
You need to,
I'm allowed to be
you
here.
need to stop.
I'm allowed to be here.
You need to stop.
Anyway. Hey, what's wrong, Bambina? I have to wait until he's written everything because I'm like, I don't know, I can't wing going down whatever rabbit hole of a conversation he's trying to have with himself.
I know.
You're looking like a doggy that's lost its herd. Doggy was spelled with 2 G's.
Same.
Jake Marshall.
Stop doing that.
Strange guy to put in charge of a crime scene.
The music every time.
Flute guy! Never seen that word appear on Countdown before. I
genuinely can't tell if you've spelt that correctly or if that is an actual word.
Normative derivacium.
Spend channel points to put Spook in horny jail.
No!
That'd be worth it.
No! Do not!
Something I wanted to ask you.
Scene of the crime. A cold grave for men who've lost their dreams. And me, I watch over them as they sleep, dreaming of the desert's harsh judgment.
Misspelled it, don't worry, I'm illiterate. Okay, so we don't know what that word was meant to be. He's asleep. He's asleep.
Well, should we show this hopeless case something to catch his interest?
There's something I wanted to ask you. Oh, it's just the same line again.
I'm gonna ban corner. Just give me a sec.
It's very hard to see what that emote is.
No horny jail!
You won't go to horny jail if he minds what he says.
I never mind what I say. I'm a free spirit. I am the rogue element to this stream. Every Tuesday, they get a rogue element. It's me. Would you mind reading this for me and telling me what it says in the envelope? What's this? I warn you, fan letters to me go right in the spittoon. It's a letter of introduction from Detective Gumshoe. May we investigate? Don't say may. It's an order. We get to investigate. Gumshoe. Ah, that old cowdog. Rude.
Why did it get censored? Why did what get censored?
Yeah, why did what get censored? You holding a birthday party or something? A rouge element. Slightly red.
Horny jail bit thing. It didn't. I mean, it didn't. It didn't get censored. If you're wondering why it didn't go through TTS, TTS is a minimum of 100 bits. It didn't get censored. It didn't meet the minimum. I can see it in chat right there. It didn't get censored. What did I do?
Get borked. Bork. What? Look, where it should say letter of introduction, it says invitation. I think he just faux colored it. Oh! The word horny is
Interesting. That's that's something on their end then, because Twitch isn't censoring it.
strange.
That's something in the.
That's fucking rude. Yeah, it's rude. That basically what that means is that you can't put me in horny jail because you can't even fucking say it. Ha! I am free. The defense rests, Your Honor. Yeah, the foe have coloured it. See?
Dunno.
Wait, why am I getting all defensive here? No worries. This proves it's from Detective Gumshoe better than a blood test.
Wow.
Guess I'd better let you in.
Thank you, Officer Marshall.
No, Rosa.
Uh-oh.
Horny jail Duke Trash.
Duke Trash! That's the name of that emo? Oh my god, it is. Duke.
Everyone who joins into Blues chat is in some form dyslexic or dyscalculus or dysfunctional. The three deadly disses. It's like the Triforce.
Yeah.
You all have to put your hands in and it's got some form of like
Horny
fucked up-
jail for spook.
We're ending the stream now.
No! We got a hype train starting from you guys chanting for horny jail.
See, my libido has started a train. See? I'm quite the spectacle. What does that mean? 12%.
12% of the way to the train.
Ah. Is that like Google Maps? When you type in, it's like, you've made the
I
first
want off this train.
No. Everyone's riding my train. Ride my horn.
It's getting closer. If we genuinely get that hype train leveled up, then he's going in horny jail.
No! I'm not spending the rest of this. If you put me in horny jail, I'm going to bed. That is what I will do.
He's gonna go yoke.
I'm not going to go soak. I'm going to go sleep.
It's with newspaper.
Nobody uses newspaper anymore. It's all on tablets. Which reminds me.
Hey, wait a sec. Isn't a crime scene supposed to be handled by a detective or higher?
Well, folks, clues are calling. Welcome to our gold strike. Be like the settler. Strike out for lands unknown. Manifest
He
destiny.
actually says capitalized as well.
Let's have a hoot nanny. What?
Note to self, police investigations are like settling land.
No, they are not.
Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say?
So I won't be needing this anymore.
BRB, let me call my dad and ask for money for bits.
Hello there.
General Kenobi. Oh my god. Hey,
Now what?
so I guess we're allowed to investigate now?
Examine. Slide to the right. Chris Cross. A Pidgeot?
Pidgeot? I love that one.
Blue actually wants a
I do
Pidgeot.
actually want a Pidgeot.
I'm not going to bother doing mine because my phone don't seem to work in your room.
Because the Wi-Fi's crap, I told you.
Your crap.
Your Wi-Fi, apparently. Get a Wi-Fi booster to put in your room, it'll work.
I'll just put you outside. Easier. Wi-Fi can reach outside. Who's old? Fuck off. What do you mean old? Who's old?
What?
Better be talking about core. Better be talking about core. Looks like the lock on the trunk is busted.
Crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car.
Okay.
Quite a luxury car. It just screams I have money to burn.
Yeah, prosecutors get the big bucks. Also doesn't... I mean... I'd say that looks like the most sporty car I've ever seen in the world. It certainly doesn't look like something that Edgeworth would drive.
It doesn't, yeah, it really doesn't look like Edgeworth's kind of car. It has a spoiler on the back.
Yeah, I wouldn't picture him as a spoiler kind of person. I would picture him in something like a Bentley.
Yeah, Bentley kind of guy.
Some big car with a driver. It's a two-seater.
Yeah.
No way Edgeworth would
Is
drive
it?
a two-seater.
Yeah, with a spoiler. Like, what's that even supposed to be? Like some kind of Maserati or something? I don't picture him as like you know, like either a Bentley or even like an Aston Martin. Of like, yeah, it's a sports car. It's a classic one.
Yeah. Mind you, I suppose this is America and they have different views on classic.
True.
It's like a kind of evolved muscle car almost.
You don't need to put Blue outside, just put a few plushies out there and she'll go willingly. I like being outside. I had my lunch outside.
Edgeworth's not from Germany.
It's a Mazda RX-8.
In the anime.
Oh yeah, it's a Mazda apparently.
Fair enough. Still wouldn't picture that as that
Yeah, not his
car.
kind of car though. Again, I commented on this last time, but this noodly outline that they've managed to put together here.
My spaghetti arms.
It's cursed with these spaghetti arms. This rope, is it?
Yep. They laid it in the outline of the victim's body.
You literally studied in Germany in game. Ah, well that would be von Karman's doing.
Yeah, he wasn't born. That means he
Wait.
speaks German.
Yeah, actually, it means he probably does speak German. The victim must have died when the killer closed the trunk on him.
You gotta be the only person I know that would come to that conclusion. Ooh.
Fun.
This looks like a cell phone, or as we would call it, a mobile.
Scientific analysis would suggest this belonged to the victim. How has nobody picked this up yet?
He's probably one of them of the just still leaving stuff on the ground to be investigated.
Right.
They usually put little
Yeah,
markers
those
on it
little
as to
cards next to them.
where it was found.
Oh, the train is gone.
I'm free.
Too bad. I know he speeds. I know this man is a menace on the road. I can't think of anyone else this could belong to.
What's so scientific about that? Should we check it out?
I'll check it out.
Because it's an old phone, so it's not locked. Okay, click clack. Doot doot. Do you know how old phones work? Oh my god, it flips!
Foe's mind being blown at the moment, like, what?
She's like, but these phones only came out like last year. These new things from Samsung. Wow! Spook, did you have a flip phone? I did have a flip phone.
I had a flip phone as well. And then before that, I had a sliding phone.
Yes.
And then before that, I had a phone that was a brick.
And before that, we had a landline, which you didn't use. And before that, we had a landline that was hooked up to a fax machine because my dad took jobs via fax. Yeah. It's like having it's like having a more professional printer that never breaks
Yeah.
and makes funny beep boop noise. It's like having R2-D2 sat on your wall.
Old.
So what a
Young!
So what a fax machine was, for basically, it was like having a printer scanner that you could communicate to another printer scanner in the world via a telephone number. That's what you did. You would be able to send it straight through to a phone number because they were landlines.
I've never seen a fax machine or a flip phone before. Child!
I know what they are. I've seen them in anime. You see, you started well with that sentence. I know what they are. I've seen them in anime.
Yeah, that's a great place to start. Child! There's a flip phone on the screen right now.
It's not an accurate flip phone, though. Can you tell me, Blue, why it's not an accurate flip phone? Have a good look with your examining eyes. Why does that not...
I mean, it depends on the make, but my instinctive brain is like, what the hell is this button supposed to be?
Yeah, it does look like it's got the little Android dude on it.
Yeah, I'm like, what is that supposed to be?
But excluding
This
that...
phone's still on the redial screen. Redial.
Ooh.
Mr. Wright,
Who in chat knows what's missing from that phone?
most phones keep a record of all the calls you've made and received. You just press the blue button to display the last number you called.
That's convenient.
Convenient, isn't it? I'm surprised you don't know about it.
It's almost like phones like don't actually have that, but whatever.
Sorry to disappoint you, but even I know about things like redial. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. It's just, you never know with people from your generation.
Whatever. Let's check this phone out. Goddamn Gen Z. And maybe use the arrow keys.
Well, if I'm thinking about the one that I had, it's missing a little aerial coming out the back, because mine actually had that. It was a flip phone, but it also had a little tiny aerial, mine did.
Yeah,
'Cause
aerial.
yeah,
That's
because
a good
they
point.
didn't fold entirely flat like that. That was one a slightly more modern one. The older ones, the angle came out like this because there was an aerial coming out the back.
Yeah, there is that. That is true. More looking at the buttons. No letters on the buttons.
Oh yeah, probably a little bit too.
Where
much
you had to
detail.
press the same button 4 times to get an S. 7777 was the S.
Yes, there's a reason that TextSpeak invented the way you said the letter U instead of typing out U, and that's because in order to get Y, you had to press 9 like 3 times. It was so irritating.
Well, it was 9666 for O, and then 8 twice.
8 twice. It was
So it
just
was 96668 8 would be U. So
Yeah,
instead of that, you would
inconvenient.
just press 8 twice and you
Yeah.
just put the letter U. I know my mum had a Nokia when I was like 6. My God, that was only a few years ago.
Snake! OG
wait.
Snake!
Your mother had a Nokia when you were like 6. You were born in 2004. Your mother had a Nokia in 2010?
That's impressive.
That's ridiculous. The iPhone had come out by then. We'd moved on to the next era of mobile phone technology. How the hell did she still have a Nokia? What type of rock was she living under? Granite or diorite?
They do last. Yeah, that's the thing, is they last.
Just because that fax machine nowadays could still work, you just don't use it.
Your mum uses one.
She has to for work. Because her workplace is full of old dead people. Now, to see who the owner of this phone called last.
Notice yourself, a defense attorney doesn't think first, but he just pushes the button.
Mom. Hey, Daddy, are you coming over for dinner on the weekend? God, it's Cody's phone.
It's so good that they put that in.
Yep, a little Diddy version.
MIDI version of it, that's so cool.
Phones came late to India. That's not true because all call centres are in India, so you must be lying to someone.
I'm sorry, you need to continue that sentence. Me and my brother used to throw her phone off the balcony, so it was a good one. Hey, that song, I know that.
Yes, because you're a child. Hey, what's going on over there? The police don't know how to use phones because we're all boomers. Oh, sorry. I see you, partner. You pressed redial on that there phone, didn't you? Do you know what a phone is? Aren't you
Uh-huh.
Amish? Well, yeah.
Whose phone is this anyway? It was on the ground over here.
Whose is it? That belongs to Chief Prosecutor Sky.
You don't recognise your own sister's phone?
They're not that close.
True. It's my sister's.
She apparently dropped it when she was taken into custody right after the crime. Look, the last call was made right when the murder occurred. Looks like she was fixing to call somebody. Except she only spoke for a few seconds according to this. Who did she call? Ghostbusters? No idea. Sorry, partner. Now I got a question for you, partner. Do you feel lucky, punk? I had a phone ring just now. One of those newfangled ringtones. Oh, that? Oh. I'm sorry. That was my phone.
She was gonna call Phoenix?
Who are you gonna call? Right, Phoenix. What? Your phone? Yeah, it's kind of strange, but
See what I mean about the little antenna at the top?
Yeah, he doesn't have a modern phone.
Yeah, see, he's got an old phone. I had a phone like this.
That's
It's even
more
got
like
the
a
green. It's
Nokia.
even got the green and the red on it. Yay! Phoenix's ringtone is the Steel Samurai. You know that Maya picked that out for him.
Yeah.
She was like, "Oh my god, you're still using the default ringtone? Give me that."
So, back in the day, Fo.
Oh
If-
yes, I already know what Swoop's about to say. Tell me, Swoop, how do you get new ringtones for your phone when the internet doesn't exist?
What you would do is you'd go to an off license or a corner shop, or as the boomers used to call it, a naughty word shop, because things have changed and political correctness came in around the mid 2000s. But you would go to one of these shops and you'd look along the sort of the top shelf and you'd find naughty magazines and you go, I'm not going to buy one of them because I live around here and the man will judge me for it. So what I'll do is I'll instead buy one of these lower down magazines, like the gaming magazines, which had naughty pictures in the back. They were really tiny. You could phone them up and you could talk to naughty ladies and they'd tell you things you like. But next to them, there would be other things where you say, you can call this number or you can send a text to this number and we will send you a data packet which has a ringtone on it. So you can get the Crazy Frog. Everyone wants the Crazy Frog. Ding, ding, do, 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 do,
That's
do,
Axel F.
Axel F, that's it.
Axel F.
With the Crazy Frog with his teeny tiny little penis that they put in for some reason. It was necessary for marketing, apparently.
I actually bought that ringtone from the TV. Yeah, you could also text in TV when they started doing TV adverts.
Yep, somebody banned this man. I'm reminding Core of his age. He's like, fuck, I lived through that. Although Core did not buy those magazines, he used to reach for the top shelf because he has no soul and does not care what the people around him think of him. Give me the booba. Where the booba lunch, lady? Am I wrong?
You're my favourite person here.
Only here.
Core's just sat there going,
Correct, see? Core's just like, I'm buying some pornographies. Ahmed, put this through the till, please. I shall not be hiding it in between a copy of The Guardian or The Times.
The Sun.
What do you mean The Sun? You don't hide stuff in The Sun. The Sun just had tits in it. You're just like, why'd you buy The Sun? It's page 3. That's all I buy it for. No one cares about what else is in The Sun.
Core's just there going, reading that sense of you're my favourite person. He's sat there going, thanks, I think.
Well, only here because I know my dad.
Aw.
He's my favourite everything.
Aww. Indeed.
India. Family is everything.
It's not just an Indian thing.
Well, I don't know my dad, so thanks for bringing that up, Blue. You heartless wench! Should we carry on with the game?
My dad says hi, by the way.
My dad.
My dad.
Your dad's not here at the moment. He's over near India, you see? All dads go to India!
So I've never seen that film.
Coming this summer.
It's animated by Don Bluth.
Yeah, it's like when to go from what Core said, it's like when I was looking through my Steam library and I found there was a lot of chicken tie games. Can we say that to get around the censorship? Chicken tie? Did you get that?
I don't know what you're referring to.
Really? You don't know what that is?
I
You
don't
wouldn't
know.
you wouldn't be able to figure that those two separate words, chicken tie, and you can't piece together what substitute word that could have been for? Anyone want to help? Do we have phone a friend in the chat? Could anyone? What is an alternate word for?
Family isn't everything because my mum, she's a bitch.
That's why you threw a phone off the balcony.
Yeah, that reads. News emoted blues now top. Wait, what?
No, we're going to skip over that one. It involves scantily clad or sometimes zero clad.
Are you saying that these are from Stanley's shared Steam library?
These are from Stan. Yes,
I know that. I gathered that
Yeah.
much.
I did not.
I have no
forgot
idea.
about
I have no idea what you're referring to, but
what word I'm referring to.
no,
Oh,
I don't know
she's
what word you're referring to.
she's
But like,
so sweet
I can
and
tell.
innocent,
I can
guys.
tell from the nature of the conversation that obviously it's naughty.
Fo got it because she's a pervert. Well done, Fo. You get bonus points. Magma, I know that one.
Right. Oh.
Anyway, chicken tie. We getting there?
Yeah.
There we
okay.
go. We got there. Blue got there in the end.
So
Well
yeah,
done.
yeah, because you share a Steam library with Stanley.
Stanji shared his Steam library with me, basically so I could install games that he'd bought from like Humble Bundle. But as I was scrolling through my library of Steam, of which I don't buy any of those kind of games because I look at them for free online because I'm not an idiot. I was just all of a sudden just tits all over my computer screen. And I was like, what the fuck? Hold on a second. Whoa, wait a minute. Why is the boobs on my screen? This ain't no incognito mode. What's going on?
Sweet summer child, I am Ace! What do you want from me? Ah!
What are you doing, Blue? Blue reproduces asexually.
Do you see any children around here?
I see many in the cupboard.
No.
As you shat out a million furballs. Blue cares not for suck things. That's more accurate, actually. Blue cares not for suck things.
You're not wrong, even if it was a typo.
She pirates all of her games because she's broke and because she's Indian.
Don't pirate the game that I made.
Please.
Really ought to proofread. I keep telling people, tell people multiple times a week that you should really read what you type before you hit that enter button.
Nah, bravery is in the enter button. Type, slam that enter button. Send whatever it is. Anyway, can we get back to the game, please? I came here to play a game. Someone called me right as we picked up the other... Oh, yeah, I remember that from the start now. I'd actually forgotten about that. The very start of this episode starts when Phoenix is getting a phone call.
Yeah.
So he actually got a phone call from the murder scene.
Yeah! And again, he's right here. He's like, someone called me right as we pressed that button on that phone. That's so weird. And it's like, God, you're so fucking dumb.
A wrong number.
Even this guy's like, wow, you're stupid.
Oh, I hope you're not lying, pal. They'll shoot you for that in Texas, partner. Good thing we're not in Texas.
Good thing we're not in Texas.
Fucking Texans, thinking they rule America.
Ugh.
Uh-oh, I've incited the wrath of the Lone Star Patrolman.
Oh, we've got a time.
Last made at 5:18 on the day of the murder. I'm assuming that's AM?
Yeah, it was the middle of the night, they said, wasn't it? I know that there's a card there, and number 2 is missing, so I guess we've just picked up number 2.
Stolen.
It's weird that they just let us do that.
You're from LA, yeah.
Yeah, you're not even from Texas yourself.
You know who is from Texas? Our buddy Neroid.
Hey.
He's proper Texan. He's fat and everything.
Be
Proper
me.
Texan. And he knows how to barbecue.
He does.
Because we have seen him
That was
barbecue.
a good barbecue.
That man had nothing but a bit of fire in an old Scottish garden. And he was able to make a barbecue. That's impressive. He practically rubbed sticks together
Yeah.
to set a fire off.
And then the next time he comes around, we can have a barbecue in our garden, because we have a garden now.
Yes, we do have a garden. You keep going on about this. It's a big patch of grass.
Yeah! And it's mine!
Fire!
Water!
B block is through there. That's where visitors park. Apparently they're being visited by a van.
You see the Lunchland card over there, far in the distance.
Yeah, you're right. I like the cute design on the door. I can see a cartoon cow munching down on a juicy... Just gonna click over that one. Just gonna click over that one.
Doesn't that strike you as a little creepy?
Yes, thank you.
Someone said it.
Just don't think too deeply about it and you'll be fine. Phoenix is dead inside. Like, they show pictures of, like, chickens and stuff inside buckets going like, hey, I'm happy to be here and whatnot. But they don't show a chicken, like, eating a nugget, being like, it's delicious. Like, no, you
That's
don't do
fucked
that.
up.
You just show the food.
A block. This area is reserved for the prosecutors.
Fence turners are relegated to B block. Well, yeah, because you'd be visiting.
I dream of the day when I'll be able to park my car here. I'll go over to B block to buy my burgers from you, Mr. Wright.
I'm not planning on giving up my job that soon. Also, they clearly have a very fancy car park because it's in the lift.
Yeah, I was literally about to comment of like, I've only just realised that this is one of those car lifts where that you come in and park and it moves it into there.
Yeah.
It's just like,
So it's on like a lift on the inside, like an elevator
It's like a
system.
tiered thing, which is probably very inconvenient if you're like first in, but you're first to leave. It's like, oh, I gotta wait for every other. Oh.
That's not how that works.
No, I mean, but it's like it would have to wait for everything to come down. You'd probably just be sat there pressing the button.
Oh,
my
right.
my car will get here eventually. There it is. Yay, cannibalism! Oh dear. That's it. Oh, the trunk itself.
What's this? Looks like a note of some sort.
Look, something's written on it. Yes, that would imply that it was a note. Oh, it's from Goodman's desk.
Oh, yes. You're right, let's see. 67S 12/2.
I wonder if that's a court case. Because it's not quite the same, but it's similar to how it was labelled as DL6.
Oh, yeah.
So I wonder if that's a designation for something.
There's a name printed on the paper above that. Goodman. Good eyes, bloke. I believe that Edgeworth is blocking the car lift. So rude. I mean, it's very Edgeworth.
That's what he would do.
Just like screech up, slam the handbrake on, parked.
Parked.
Maybe it fell out of his pocket when he was stabbed to death.
Well, so? What does it mean, Mr. Wright?
How am I supposed to know?
Note to self, for deductive reasoning, go to Edgeworth, not Wright.
I'm sure Edgeworth wouldn't know what that means either. Fuck you.
Because, he was supposed to be handing over some evidence for a case, wasn't he? I wonder if that's the designation for the case.
Potentially.
I think that's
Can we slide over and look at the other side? Is there everything? We got everything from over here? I think we did.
No, we found everything.
Righty dokey, skip flip.
Right, now what?
Alright, compadre. Count to 3. Huh? You gotta do that if you're gonna draw evidence on someone. That's what we do in Texas.
You're not
in
from Texas!
We're not in Texas. Remind me never to visit Texas. Just say it to his face.
Oh, this one. My sister's cell phone.
Last time it was used was 5/18, right after Goodman was killed. Maybe she was cancelling her date for the night.
Huh.
Why did Lana make that call? Feels a bit too obvious, doesn't it?
It is a bit. Maybe we should go ask her.
This feels like another one of those 2 gunshot things. Bang bang.
Oh yeah, she doesn't want to talk to us anymore.
Oh, let's go somewhere else then.
Okay. Maybe we can go talk to Gumshoe? Does this mean anything to you, Gumshoe?
Nope.
How about this? Nope. Maybe we should go ask Edgeworth.
Oh yeah, because he's a prosecutor, he might actually know about whatever the case is.
Oh, we can't go there anymore? Oh no, we have to go from here.
Oh.
Oh, he's gone. I wonder what we're supposed to do then.
Okay.
Maybe we go back to our office. Because on rare occasions, sometimes that's what we have to do.
Oh.
Just ask you about things? I noticed that defense attorneys have a tendency to want to show people things.
What is this, a behavioural study of lawyers?
Nick's taxi is going to be so high. That's probably why he normally would bike everywhere. Only because he's got to drag this girl with him. Imagine he always does this when he makes the Gumshoe move the car. Someone's like, dude, what? Can't flip this over.
Can't interact
Can't
with
interact
that.
with that one. The examine just makes me zoom in on it. Whereas the examine on this one lets you flip it over.
Wait, was there a... There was another yellow thing, wasn't there? On the brown strap.
Man, what a boring strap.
What's wrong with it? Everyone has different tastes, you know.
Hey, check out mine. It's a pink princess strap. These are hard to come by, you know.
I doubt that. You see, the series is as popular as ever with the kids. Children.
Okay, that didn't really give us any additional information there. That's the button that's just going to redial this again. Look, it's got a screen on the front. It's so cool.
That would show you the time.
Yeah.
And
And show
she's
you who
ringing.
was calling. You look like I do during finals.
Never mind. It's nothing.
Okay, so we are missing something.
Yeah,
There's something that
miss
we've got to
some-
do.
miss something somewhere.
Maybe there is something we've got to present to Marshall. Or is there something we can talk to him about? Did that update? Oh, we can talk to him
we've
again.
got dialogue
Right,
from him.
Officer Marshall, could you tell us more about the victim? No, I'm drunk.
All the kids love the Steel Samurai, also Edgeworth, because he's repressed.
Good man always die young. Remember that, partner. So you'll live forever.
Hey!
Get fucked! Could you be a little more specific?
Bruce Goodman, he was a detective, right?
Oh well, aren't you a feisty doggy there? I don't think you should call her a dog. That's a bit rude. Detective Goodman was stabbed here at 5:15. Smiling Madonna told me the tall tale. I think he means the booba lady. Angel Star. Ms. Not Miss. Ms. I don't know what the difference is. One stab to the chest. Fine piece of work. This here's the autopsy report. Woo! We like those. Died within an hour and a half, 4 p.m.
Oh, death due to blood loss, that's great. So he died at that time, but he was actually attacked like an hour and a half before. That's real rude. So he bled out in the trunk, I guess?
I guess so.
Well, that's the assumption.
Oh, yeah.
Was my sister involved with the victim in any way?
But you should mention that Bambina. She was fucking him all the time. Chief Prosecutor Sky, Detective Goodman, had nothing in common at all. Wow.
Nothing in common?
They were as different as chalk and cheese. They apparently worked together on a case a few years back. So there's no motive. Goodman wasn't a particularly gifted detective. That's one reason why he didn't do much work with the chief prosecutor. Kind of rude. Yeah, just died.
But my sister called the victim here on the day of the murder, right? Here to this parking lot?
So it seems like calling an unarmed man to a shootout at high noon. It's high time we got rid of this joke. I don't mean any offense, hopefully. Maybe. Not really. Kind of. I do mean offense. But, Officer Marshall, you're a patrolman, right? Not a detective. Calling me out. Shoot you for that in Texas.
They sure do.
Huh? I was one of them fancy shoe detectives till 2 years ago, to tell you the truth.
You got demoted?
Oh, really? Now he tells me.
You're a patrolman now, so how can you be in charge of a crime scene?
Nothing gets by you, does it, Bambina? So why are you in charge?
You didn't answer the question.
No reason. We're just short in hands right now. Keeping an eye out in the meantime.
You're not short on hands. Detective Gumshoe has literally stood outside doing fuck all. It's odd. Detective Gumshoe was saying he had nothing to do. Exactly. Nothing important, at least.
He's nothing but a sad old cowdog. Can't find his tail. Wow, rude.
Wow, that's so mean.
Maybe it's because he runs with that Edgeworth, eh? Edgeworth. That cowdog's been kicked out by his cattle run by order of the chief of police. Oh, just you don't realize it yet.
Oh dear. Who the fuck is going with Knives McGee? Yep. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's a crazy time.
Like the song by Kiss. These are crazy, crazy, crazy nights.
Mm-hmm.
Detective Gumshoe kicked out of the investigation because his husband's involved?
No!
Unprecedented!
So there's no connection between Detective Goodman and my sister.
Don't worry, loads of people do that.
It's happened a lot, actually, yeah.
That's correct, but it's a gold mine of evidence against her. Bollocks! And the prosecutor tomorrow is none other than Edgeworth
It's
himself.
his prospector, actually.
Oh, sorry, the prospector.
Very similar words.
Because he talks in metaphors. I'm afraid your sister's fate is decided, Bambina. Many condolences.
Officer Marshall!
Yeah, Bambina?
How can you say that? You and my sister, you were...
Is there something between this cop and her sister that I don't know about?
Why is this entire franchise about people and their exes?
She mounted up. She saddled up. Ooh. I apologize, Bambina. Something must have gotten to me. Maybe it's that dry wind that's a-blowing through the prospector's office. Dry wind or ill will? Someone's up to something here, but who? Damn. This is like the coldest splash and dash I've ever seen, Marshall. This is uncool. No! No!
Reaches.
No!
Reaches for the jail.
That was a good joke. It's funny. It's called. Do not put me in there. No!
Nah.
I will throw every plushie out the window.
No, you will
I will
not.
pick a window and
No,
I'll
I'm
throw
not.
them in the garden. You will have to go and fetch them.
You will not. Crazy. I was crazy once. They locked me in a room. A rubber room. A rubber room with rats. The rats made me crazy. Crazy. I was crazy once. They locked me in a room. A rubber room. A rubber room with rats. The rats made me crazy. Crazy! I was crazy once!
Gonna be homeless once in a minute. What is going on? What's splashing?
No, we're not answering that question. Hi, nature guy. We're not answering that question.
It's a foe.
There was a snowman. I didn't even realise. The day is ruined.
When you go to university
No!
and you meet this guy that you think, you know what, I kind of like him. What you should do is you need to leave him. You need to go away from him very quickly.
That's it. That's it. The bars are coming down. Bars are coming down. Not loud.
Ah! It needs to be explained for the protection of the newer generations. They are young and naive and need to be informed.
Spook, they are a lesbian.
I object to the objection because it was objectionable. No,
Hey!
I don't meet guys. That's probably for the best because
Yeah. Good on you, girl.
because young guys have only one thing on their minds and they hope for it to be a woman's private parts. How can I say I love you when you're sitting on my face?
The horny jail is staying there.
Is it just going to get upgraded to a vault of some description? Fallout 76 style.
You're not wrong. No!
See? See?
Read the line! It's your line!
I read between the lines of these bars. I kissed one man, he was a third year, and he sucked so bad.
Like as a person, damn.
Gotta find yourself some good meat. We are out there. See, even though I say all manner of mean things, Blue still smiled. She was like, yeah. She likes it when I talk like this because she's too naive and innocent to talk about it herself. So she's like, I need a grown-up voice. There needs to be a grown-up voice in the room.
No.
Who is the edge?
I kissed a guy and I hated it.
See? No horny prison.
No! That's where you live now.
I like this new guy.
You live there now. Read the line.
I run the horny jail. You can't lock me in the horny jail. I know my way out of horny jail. Anyway, suspicions about Mr. Edgeworth have been flying around for nearly 2 years now. There's that 2 years again. Forged evidence and arranging testimonies, you mean? He was unbeatable because he did whatever it took to win. There you go, look. Bail me out for bits. I like this. Bail Spook out for bits. This is a good system.
No, because if we go at the top here, people have paid nearly 500 bits to get you in there.
All right, so bail's been set. My bail has been set.
Thank you for the 5 bits.
This is the new system we're going to have. It's a toss-up between do we keep Spook in horny jail or out of horny jail. We could have a system. If I'm in horny jail, I can't say rude things, but if I'm out, I can.
Should I make a poll? Which is, should Spook make bail?
I'm not mean. I'm not mean. I just speak the truth, and you can't handle the truth. Yeah, balls in your face, Blue. Balls in your
How
face.
dare you? Rumours are just rumours, aren't they?
Not always. There was a rumor that went around my school that Marilyn Manson had his ribs removed so that he could...
Everybody heard that rumour. That
and
wasn't
we
just-
achieved that
was
without the power of the internet.
Tom Cruise, Kinney, shut up! Ah!
I don't know who that was aimed at. What are we doing? Save.
I had a save redeemed.
Oh.
Say it again. Rise from the ashes like a phoenix.
These prosecutors we're talking about, evidence is everything to them.
You follow the rumors about Edgeworth to the source, you find one person. Jesus Christ. But they're off limits. Untouchable, you might say.
Probably not as untouchable as we think. How now?
Free him.
Free him.
It's just
Get
me
the
in horny
picture-
jail.
the Picture of the Pikachu.
Free
Have you
him.
ever seen the free him meme? Free him. Meme. It's this one. Free him.
Free him.
That's why I sent Curls a picture of that Pikachu plush when we were moving because of that plastic bag that had the Pikachu squished up. Immediate response was free him. One person? Who?
Whomst!
Whomstuff?
Hate to say this, but it's your sister, Bambina. Chief Prosecutor
Oh.
Lana Sky.
Oh, interesting.
Sad music.
What? My sister?
Edgeworth couldn't rustle all the cattle by himself. Some people load their guns with bullets. Some people load them with deals.
Really?
What, you're saying Edgeworth was making deals to win trials? Wow. If there's gunshots, there's bound to be bullets. That's not true.
Yeah, we literally had a case that we did to prove that.
Lesbian, gay, corruption, solidarity. That's not how you spell LGBT. I believe in the LGBT and it just swings to the side and then it goes, mayonnaise on an escalator! That's what that is.
Yay! Be gay, do crime, be gay, do crime.
BKs do illiteracy, apparently. What the fuck's that? Anyway, that's what the old timers say. It's a big old secret hidden around here somewhere. Everyone knows it. The gay gender. Is that what Detective Gumshoe was taking off the case?
That can't be part of the agenda. They don't even have agenda. Hey!
Petition to put Blue in a different jail.
No.
Officer, I demand to move to another cell. There are degenerates here. We shouldn't be locked up. Good people like us with these degenerates.
Das found it funny. I'm us.
Animals like you should be put outside and shot through the head with a double-barrel shotgun.
Wow.
See? What? What?
What's the question for?
Is it a question for Spook or is it a question for Blue? Because you'll get two very different answers.
Am I a degenerate because I'm LGBT? No, you're a degenerate because you're here in my stream chat.
If I am, that's offensive. If you're gay, that's offensive. We take offense to that then. You take the fucking gate and
I
all.
knew you were about to say that.
It's a good joke! I take offense to that. You can take the fucking gate and all, get it? There's a lot of gay people around here. I'm one of the few straight people.
Yes.
I'm holding a very, very small fort.
Alone with Core.
Yeah. It's
And
the,
you said you're both sitting there going, where are the women at?
it's the only fort around here that doesn't have a flag, and it hurts us both. We like flags, but there is no straight flag. It's for you both. Have you guys heard of some type of sushi from somewhere and the flower that bloomed nowhere?
No, we have not. I don't know what that is.
Utsushi come. I don't know.
Utsushikome? Probably.
Dad says things like that because he still hopes. You know, like when you watch a film and you're like, it'd be really good if they were like gay, if they were like a bit bi, a little bit, please. And then it gets to the end and they don't address it anymore, and they're like, now I have to go to Tumblr. Wait, Core is straight. That just sounds rude coming from a girl. That just sounds
Yeah,
rude. doesn't
wait.
it?
Wait.
That just sounds
Why
rude.
do you care?
That's like, wait, that guy's straight? Fuck, that means he's
I'm bi,
gonna...
not gay. And that's valid. I see you. That's fully valid.
Oh, ow. The Flower Bloom Nowhere is a web novel. Not novel. I can't speak because I've been doing Marshall's voice and my throat is dry.
Have some water.
I can't fucking
There's
speak.
water on the desk. say that because of the wrestling match we had for a bottle of booze. No, I was watching that. Spook was not enjoying it.
I just wanted my booze back.
So you're confusing. Spook isn't gay, he's an alcoholic.
And very weak. I'm not built for strength.
At no point was Spook enjoying that.
I am built for brains, not brawn. Unlike every other one of our male friends who are all in some way large.
Everyone's so big.
Apart from Bessa. Other than that, all of our current sort of male friends are all big in one form or another.
Yeah.
Either
All
up, wide,
all of our male friends.
round. They're all big in one form or another.
Rooting for the gay people.
Just rotting for gay people. Gotta rot for them gay people. Sit in a corner and decompose into a pile of crap.
Listening to Hosier again.
Also funny that oldest boomers here are old. Do I count as a boomer?
No. I don't think you
Spiritually?
do. Spiritually, yeah. Yes, you do, spiritually. I'm guilty.
Can I start going off about immigrants and stuff now? And saying how the gays are taking our jobs? Can I not do that?
No.
Can I not, like, just project some boomer energy?
No. Besso was literally the only smaller mask friend out of all of us. Yeah. Little guy.
I think so, yeah. Teeny tiny. Ickle.
Guilty of being horny. Do you want to go in there as well? Do you need a friend?
Only if they're female.
Oh.
You know the rules of horny jail. Anyway. Click. I read that line.
Okay.
I'm waiting on you. Rooting on... No, you definitely meant rotting.
We keep going on tangents, which is why we don't progress.
We're good with tangents.
Yes.
Yeah, you probably could. You probably could, to be fair.
I have a big personality, I'm also fucking loud. You're also not a he.
Did they target him because he was closest to Edgeworth?
Probably.
Closest in his bed? We're hiding in his wardrobe like Sully from Monsters Inc., just waiting to step
He is like Sully though, because he's so big and square. And probably really soft if you hug him.
Just opens the door slightly and like, are you sleeping soundly, Mr. Are you sleeping soundly, Mr. Edgeworth? I'm in here waiting for the monsters. As soon as they open the door, I'll kick their ass. And then he closes the door.
So, well, how are we doing, Mr. Wright?
Bad.
Yeah,
I guess we've got some clues. We have an autopsy report, a note from the victim, and a cell phone. And from this, I'm going to fashion them together into some sort of rifle.
You think we'll be okay?
No. Well, the only thing still bothering me is that Lana is confessing to the crime. She says she did it.
No problem.
Sully isn't square. Wait, he's purple. I think you're confusing square as a colour,
I
sweetie.
think you're mixing up shapes and colours.
Ah, what shape is this? Purple. Purple.
I guarantee that she's not the criminal.
Oh, by the way, Emma,
Yes.
I know that song your phone plays when it rings.
What?
Oh. It's the Steel Samurai theme song, isn't it? That popular TV show for kids.
Leave me alone, I'm on new meds. Oh, bless.
Is it Calpol? The phone that rang earlier wasn't mine. Okay, that makes more sense.
He was covering for her.
Yours.
He was covering for her.
Ooh.
Makes sense then. It's because that wouldn't be his ringtone then.
At 5:18, just after the murder took place, your sister called you, didn't she, Emma?
I'm sorry.
Can you tell me what you talked about?
She hung up right away.
I see. If anything, that's more telling. Detective is murdered, and the suspect is the top prosecutor in the district.
Why did you let her call his sister after she killed a man?
I killed a dude and I liked it. I phoned sister up to tell her all about it.
Shakes. I would shake everybody in this game. Just shakes you. Talks to me. So, I mean, I can go in the horny jail if you really want to.
Why does everyone want to come to... See, everyone wants to be in horny jail because I'm here.
Because
if I wasn't in horny jail,
because
no
they're
one...
horny!
If I wasn't in horny jail, people would be like, nah, not interested. I got a bad feeling about this. Like, maybe I still don't know everything that went on here. You
Really?
think?
Really?
You think? Wishy washy, wishy washy, wishy washy.
Wishy washy. Oh, it's a fish. She's wishy washy.
Is that a good place to end, to pause?
Do you want to end? Because we might not do second stream.
What would second stream be? And I will judge if I'm interested.
I mean, I was tempted to try Chance of Sonar because it's a new game. I haven't technically bought it yet, but I was going to. Oh, thanks for following.
Spook, if I was in the same jail as you, I'd...
Uh-huh.
I feel like that's a typo, but I feel like if I read that out loud, I'm going to get put on a registry of some description.
Okay. Yeah, I was thinking of starting Chance of Sonar because I thought that would be a fun game to play.
Can I just get into VC and be jailed with Spook? What the fuck? I'm not a beacon where you can all gather. I haven't lent my head out of the cage and been like,
Right.
Oh, right.
Right. Wow. Fuck. Okay.
Some strong feelings
That's
there.
very strong.
Strong feelings there.
Get into
Oh
it.
no, I have to be within close proximity of Spook. Better suicide.
Better unalive myself. Jesus.
Better commit Sudoku.
Speaking of Sudoku, should we do Pokedoku?
Death by numbers.
I was going to do Chance of Sonar, but because we haven't started yet, we can technically pick a different game.
We'll probably just take a pause. I probably shouldn't push myself.
Okay. All right. Well,
I'm on a high at the moment, but I will
yeah,
crash.
You will crash. Okay. Well, we'll stop Ace Attorney, but let's do Pokedoku just for fun because chat have gotten quite fond of it now.
And Horny Jail. Death by databases.
Make sure this saving. Right. And then it starts auto playing. Let me just close
Just
the game.
Alter 4 or something.
There we go. Let's see it. Wow. Pokedoku for today.
Okie dokie.
Pokedoku.
Okie dokie. Mario get you next time. What is happening?
Putting on some music. Oh, and it's a banger. I don't think I have you on this scene because it doesn't happen very often. There we go. I have you on this scene. Okay. Fighting grass type. I know one that applies to.
Nuzlocke.
Oh, actually, I know two, and they're both from Legends Arceus. One is Hisuian Lilligant, and one is the Hisuian variant of Decidueye. Made it grass fighting.
Go for that then. That sounds very niche.
Decidueye Hisuian. 12%. Grass flying.
Grass and a flying type.
Tropius?
Sceptile?
No.
Was it not actually flying?
No.
It was.
Tropius. Was Jumpluff part flying?
Yeah, Hoppip, Jumpluff, and Cottony. They were all grass flying types, I believe.
Yeah.
Maybe Cottony? Maybe.
I think you were actually getting. I don't know if Cottony was. I don't know if Cottony's part. I think it's actually part. It becomes part fairy. I don't think it's part flying. Jumpluff might be part flying, but again, I'm not 100% sure. I know that Tropius is. What do you think, Jumpluff or Tropius?
Go with Tropius. Go with the one that you know to get guaranteed points. Yeah, 43.
So the majority of people think, right, what do we think was the least common grass starter that people voted for? Starters do not include evolutions. It says right. It specifies there. So out of the how many generations have we got now? Freaking
You've
9.
got Bulbasaur, Chikorita, Trico,
Turtwig.
Turtwig, Rowlet.
You've skipped a couple of
Probably,
generations.
yeah,
You've skipped a couple of generations. Chespin is probably a good bet.
Chespin,
Chespin,
Rowlet,
Snivy.
Snivy.
And then because we've done generations out of order, I've gotten slightly confused. Then it's going to be Grookey from Sword and Shield, and then we're on the Paldean one, which is Sprigatito. I feel like Chespin's probably the most obscure one out of there.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
going to
Das
say
has just said baby form of Chestnut, Chespin.
Chespin or Chikorita, I would have said, because people are going to go too far the other way. Like, if you go too obvious, it's Bulbasaur, because everyone knows that one. But if you could try and go for the
Yeah.
absolute most obscure one, the ones in the middle get left. and I
Yeah,
would
this
say
is what
Chikorita.
happened the other day when I went. I was trying to go for it wanted a Hoenn fire type, and I was like, oh, we'll go for like Numel or something, and Numel was worth more points than Blaziken because everybody was like, well, everybody knows Blaziken, so we're not going to pick that one. And
That's why I'm thinking maybe like Chikorita.
Yeah,
but I
maybe-
think Chespin might be, because I don't actually know which one that is. Chespin.
Chespin's this little guy.
Oh, I reckon. Yeah, that's got to be worth.
13. That's
Okay.
probably a fairly even split. A monotype fighting.
Hitmonlee.
Yeah.
Hitmonchan.
Hitmontop,
was it
Tyrogue.
Sork?
Yeah. Sork and Throw. Yeah, they're monotypes. That's
Maybe
probably
Throw? I don't know. I know there was a two of them.
yeah. the Bernie and Ernie of the Pokemon world.
I love your words, funny magic man.
4% on Throw. Nice.
Hey,
A monotype flying. Now, this is actually kind of hard because a lot of the birds are flying normal. Pidgey's flying normal, Spirit's flying normal, Tailow's flying normal. I think. Oh, where's Curls? I think it's fucking Tornadus again. Which is literally now becoming a meme because of Pokedoku. Of it's always one of these fucking genies. I think it's Tornadus. I'm gonna go for Therian. Was correct.
26%.
26%. The other one being Tornadus.
A mono starter type. Okay, so there's quite a few of them.
Yeah, again, it's so based off this square, it's not evolutions. Well, that's almost all of them. Almost all of the first stages don't get given a secondary tiger.
So who's the most obscure first stage? Or who's one that's like not very well known? Maybe like Chikorita.
Yeah, maybe Chikorita could go there. Let's put Chikorita in there.
5%. Yeah.
5%.
See, I'm doing great.
Alright, this is where Spook slips up because it's Paldea and Area Zero, the new ones, the new games.
So I know nothing about it.
So out of the three starters of Sprigatito, Fuecoco, and Quaxley, which is the least popular, or
Quaxley.
which is the one that people think is the least popular, so everybody's gone for.
So you
It's
go for the middle one.
Which would probably be Sprigatito. I feel like Fuecoco was the most popular one. So is Fuecoco the one to go for? Because everyone's going to be like, well, Fuecoco's the most popular one, so we're not going to pick that one.
Probably.
Let's go for Fuecoco. 36. That's a fairly even split.
probably gonna be
It's good.
even,
That's a fairly even split. A flying type from Paldea.
Could you?
No. Bombardier. Or Bombardier.
Isn't the Corviknight thing in there?
That's from it's in there, but it originates from Galar.
Oh.
When it has to be a Pokemon that originates in that region. Pokemon originates from the region, so it's not that it appears there. It's that it's from that generation, basically.
Don't know how to help you with this one. Other than describe the route to me that you go down for this new DLC, and that might help you. Like, what Pokemon do you encounter as you go through the first route and the second route and the third?
This is the problem with it being an open world game, is that there's you go to the starting route and you do the little tutorial, and then when it opens, it's like, cool, you can go left, you can go right, whichever, and they all have different stuff. Are you doing chat participation? I don't want people to give me answers unless we get stuck. So, like, me and Spook have been brainstorming these ideas, and we've been doing alright.
What about a fighting type?
A fighting type from Paldea. That's actually harder than flying, because at least with flying, I think Bombardier is one. In fact, I'm probably just going to go with that. %, Bombardier. Fighting type from Paldea. Oh god, trying to remember what fighting type from Paldea.
Is it like a battle bipedal one, or is it like
I'm trying to think. The starter doesn't dual type into it. Oh, would you believe that the Pikachu clone is dual type electric fighting? So that would actually work, which I believe is Walmart, or it's Evolve form. I might have to go for that because I'm kind of drawing a blank. Pawmo is the end one. That's part electric fighting. Can't think of what any other ones are. I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I'm drawing a blank. I might just go for that for speed.
7%.
Game stats. Iron Hands. Of course, Iron Hands is part. Oh, I got Bombardier as the most popular one, and Fuecoco was the most popular one. So we got two. Tyrogue was the most popular.
Tropius.
And Tropius. And then we got three most popular ones. Rookie D! So cute. Oh, Breloom, of course, is a grass fighting.
That was the most popular, so that's the
Yeah,
one you don't
Charmander
want.
and
Least
Bulbasaur.
common now. What's
Yeah,
the least common?
It's least common. Paldean Tauros! Hey, Hisuian Decidueye there. Sprigatito was far, but Sprigatito was in both squares. That fucking sucks. And they put Rowlet for the grass flying. So Rowlet is dual type. Is a rare starter dual type. Corvisquire! I love Corvisquire.
Have you heard the original Tears for... Yes.
Yes.
Yes, we have.
Yes,
Because we knew that song before this version came out.
I forget that Virizion part fighting. Because there's the Hisuian and the Gurn. Chestnut, which actually got brought up. Fighting types monotype. Zamazenta when it doesn't have its shield. Yeah. Surfetched and Galarian Farfetched. Simeon, Crabrawler, Pancham, Paldean Tauros.
I actually had the Hunger Games on first, but I hated it. I didn't realise there was one in.
Either. Oh, that was done by Lord, I think. Cover. Hey Links, the boys are mono fighting! And halfway up the board as well. There's where we are.
Yeah.
Slightly better than Sork, so throw. Yeah, I feel like Sork is probably one. There's Hitmonchan and Hitmontop, so again, very much in the same area. Tyrogue. Yeah, quite a few people know them. More people remembered Machamp G-Max than like Makuhita, which is interesting. Paldean Tauros, Pawmo, Koraidon, Great Tusk, Okidogi, Iron Valiant, Pawmo, Quavel, Slithering, Annihilate, Flamigo, and Iron Hands. I mean, it's no wonder that Iron Hands is the most popular, it is meta-defining. I like Dartrix. Yeah, Hopper, Pensixoom, and Jumpluff. Yeah, Cottony isn't part flying. So... Damn, there's a sharp difference. There's a sharp...
Hoppip, Skiploom, Jumpluff. That's who I thought Skiploom was Cottony, sorry.
Oh...
I thought
Yeah,
that was
you
the middle
mixed up.
stage.
Nah.
Right.
Yeah, because it's hop, skip, and jump.
Right, yeah.
Music goes so hard. Yeah, Tornadus, Rookidee, and Corvisquire. Huh. I didn't realise that they weren't normal flying. I actually didn't register that. I thought they were normal flying and then they got given the steel type later, because every other Route 1 bird does. And Tornadus! It's always bloody Tornadus. All of the different Squawk abilities. Watchroll, Meagle, yeah. Bombardier's the most popular one. These are all going to be even. These. Pretty even. Yeah, people went for Chespin because they thought it would be obscure. This is people forgetting that Pikachu and Eevee are classed as starters because you start with them in Let's Go, which makes them a starter out of technicality. So that's people forgetting that Let's Go qualifies them as, and then Sprigatito because Sprigatito is in the squares. It's all grass starters. Look at that. Sprigatito, Grookey, Turtwig, Snivy, Trico, and then we get the other types. And Chikorita's pretty high. So people remember Gen 1 and Gen 2.
Useful to know for the future.
Yeah,
What generation there is the lowest, apart from the outliers?
It's because these are all grass, they're all from different ones. So Scorbunny, Mudkip was Trico. It looks like Gen 3. And Torchic's a little bit higher. Blaziken's so popular. Mixture of Gen 3, this is Gen 4. It's a mix, actually. It's a mix. which, you know, is probably how it's going to be. Everybody remembers different starters. It's Charmander and Squirtle where it spikes. When did Gen 1 come out?
1997. Well, the game came out in 1997, the video game.
Yeah.
I think it might have been 1996 in Japan.
Yes, that came out a year earlier,
So,
I believe.
technically 96.
And then this is going to be much the same. So, yeah. Yeah, it was Sprigatito.
Mm-hmm.
There we go, that's Pokedoku for today.
Right.
And the uniqueness score, if you got every square correct, is 84, but you wouldn't have done because you can't have the same thing twice.
Yep.
And you got 170, so fairly mid scoring because we've got a lot of high tier ones. But there we go. Right, so that is probably going to be us for today.
Yeah.
I can already tell that you've slowed down now that we've stopped playing Ace Attorney. 170 is good. It is. It's a decent score. I think that literally the other day I got my score down into double digits, which I was pretty proud of. But yeah, so then went. Ooh, that was your back. Jesus. I don't even know if the microphone picked that up. Oh, this music's so good. Right. We're probably gonna raid. We're gonna go raid off. Let me go over to here.
Bye, everyone.
Hey, Spook, you can go put your chair back. Right, so we're gonna go raid off. I don't normally raid this time in this slot because normally I'm gonna be doing another stream, so we don't normally raid. So there's a few people around that I wouldn't normally raid into. So let's go with. Is that the Hozarino? Let's go with Hozarino. Hi, Wagon! Sorry, this is the second time that you've, like, tuned in right as we're signing off. Wow. Right, I hope everybody enjoys the rest of their day. We won't be having another stream because Spook is unwell. So we will see you soon. Wow. Sorry, Wagon. But go say hi to Haas, everyone. Go use your favourite emote of choice. And I will see you tomorrow for some crafting in the morning, some more 3D work in the afternoon, and D&D in the evening. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.